As you all know, if you're not aware, I'm a Kenyan. I came into Dubai 2007, recruited by Emirates Group, and I would like to talk about Abroad Manenos. That is a series of this introduction to the journey. Every big journey begins with a single step, and mine began one fine morning with a phone call that changed everything. I just returned from church, my heart filled with peace, and we were hosting my brother-in-law, who had come to visit us. The day was unfolding like any other Sunday until my phone rang. The number was unfamiliar, and I hesitated for a moment. Should I answer? I thought to myself. Something nudged me, and I picked up. The voice on the other end was polite, but direct. Could you come in for an interview next Sunday? I was speechless for a moment. I hadn't been expecting this, and the reality of the moment took a while to sink in. It was Emirates Group, Dubai. As I hung up the phone, the initial shock quickly turned into excitement and nerves. This was an opportunity I had been praying for, but now that it was here, the reality of what it meant began to hit. Moving from Kenya to Dubai wasn't just about starting a new job. It was about leaving behind everything I'd ever known, my family, my friends, and the life I had built. Over the following days, a whirlwind of emotions took over. I was eager and nervous all at once, wondering if I was truly ready to take such a big leap. But deep down, I knew this was the chance I had been waiting for. The opportunity to grow, to explore, and to challenge myself in ways I hadn't before. As I prepared for the interview, my thoughts kept circling back to what this move could mean for me and my future. Will I be able to make it in a foreign land? How would I handle the challenges ahead? But alongside those questions came a quiet confidence, knowing that God has brought this opportunity my way for a reason. The journey was about to begin. Little did I know it would be one filled with growth, new experiences, and lessons that will shape me in ways I could never have imagined. When I received the call from Emirates Group, the rush of emotions made it hard to focus at first. But here is my advice: stay calm. Take a deep breath and focus on gathering the details. Ask about the interview date, time, and location. Make sure you have all the logistics in order. The interview format. Some companies may start with a written interview before moving on to face-to-face interviews. What they expect from you. Are there any specific documents you need to bring, like your CV, certificates, or references? Having all the information upfront will make you feel more in control and prepared. Research the company. Before you interview, make sure you have done your homework on the company. In my case, I researched everything I could about Emirates Group, its history, its values, and what it means to work there. Here is what you should focus on. Company background. Know the company's mission and core values. Job description. Understand the role you are applying for and how your skills will align with what you're looking for or what they're looking for. Industry knowledge. For example, if you're applying in aviation, familiarize yourself with the trends in the industry, particularly how it affects Dubai and the region. I have said two things. One is stay calm and gather information. Number two, research the company. Now, number three is prepare for the written interview. Many companies, especially in Dubai, use written interviews as the first stage. This is where they assess your technical skills, problem-solving abilities, and how well you can communicate. To prepare for this, brush up on your written skills. You will likely need to answer questions based on questions like scenario-based, or explain how you handle certain situations. Be clear and concise in your responses. Number two, understand the job requirements. Tailor your answers to show how your skills match the role you are applying for. For instance, if the job involves customer service, focus on how to handle clients, both good and bad scenarios. Be mindful of time. Written interviews are often timed, so practice answering questions within a set limit to get comfortable. Number 4, practice common interview questions. Even for a written interview, prepare for common questions will give you an edge. This could be, why do you want to work for a company? Tell us about a challenge you faced and how you handled it. What are your strengths and weaknesses? How do you handle pressure or tight deadlines? Having clear, well thought out responses to these questions will boost your confidence. Number 5, organize your documents. Before the interview, ensure you have all the necessary documents in order. For me, this included an updated CV that highlights relevant experience. I had worked in aviation at Signal Freight Forwarders. I'm not so sure about the name now, but I think it's still called Signal. I had worked there for 2 years, so I had experience of aviation. I am trained in ground handling at Transistor Aviation Airlines in Bomas of Kenya. I had my certificates there. You have to have your certificates and qualifications that demonstrate your expertise. You are a portfolio that showcases any relevant work experiences, identification, and visa documentation. Being well prepared with your paperwork shows you are professional and serious about the role. And dress the part. First impressions count. Even if your first interview is written or conducted virtually, if there is a video component or in-person element later on, make sure you are dressed professionally. For Dubai, where business culture is formal, opt for something smart and conservative. This reflects respect for their business environment. I'll repeat that one. For Dubai, where business culture is formal, opt for something smart and conservative. This reflects respect for their business environment. Final thoughts. The key to nailing your first interview, whether it's written or face-to-face, is preparation. You will feel more confident when you've taken time to research, practice, and organize. That call might have caught me off guard, but I quickly realized that with the right mindset and preparation, I was ready to take on the challenge. In the next part of my Abroad Maneno series, I'll share my experience with the actual interview process and how I navigated it to secure my position with Emirates Group. Stay tuned.